So ground bases are pretty much the easiest thing you can build in 3008. Like, you already spawn on the ground, you don't need to build up into the sky, you've got tons of furniture around you, and you can genuinely make a nice base to survive. It's pretty clean and it's a whole simple strategy. By the way, for those who need an intro, howdy, Raid here, welcome back to an all new video, and today I'm basically going to be giving you guys a ground base guide on how to make the best ground base possible. And as you guys know, ground bases are super helpful. Like, you can build them with so much stuff, and you can like use just pretty much anything. I mean, you can use this small bookcase, you can use this large bookcase, you can even use these bunk beds. And when I say use, you can pretty much use them as the walls, the floor, the furniture, the roof, anything you want. Now, your ground base can literally look like a garbage pile that's just glued together, but if you use the tips that I give you, you will surely have a really secure garbage pile. So yeah, let's just get into this. The first thing we talk about is location. Now, when I mean location, you gotta understand where you want to locate your base. Now, that doesn't only mean, oh hey, I'm gonna build my base at the center of the map, or I'm gonna build it by this big pillar over here. No, the location of your base basically depends on what plot you're gonna build it. Now, don't get me wrong, building a base in the corner is helpful. It's further away from everybody and all that stuff, but when I mean location, I mean what kind of plot. Now, this basically means that, am I going to build it on like this little garden plot? Or am I going to build it on a medkit plot where the medkits respawn? Now, the reason you want to build your base at like a cafeteria or this little medkit area is because all that stuff respawns. Every few days in-game, all the food respawns, which is pretty much awesome. And if you look at this cafeteria, there is a lot of food here. I mean, you got meatballs, burgers, and you got apples and fruits. Like, not only are you stacked, but you are nutritious, and you got chips and soda. Not that nutritious, but it's a good little pleasure food. Now, once you found yourself a good plot that you really like, look around. Are there any people near you? Are there shelves? Are there specific type of furniture plots that you like? Now, like I mentioned before, very important tip, try not to build your base near other people. Once again, you guys play in public lobbies, I'm playing in a private one, and I don't get griefed, but you guys sadly do. You guys have to fight that problem. There are griefers and there are people who are going to destroy your bases. So as I say, trust nobody in SCP-3008. Unless you're playing with your friends, none of these people are to be trusted. Alright, but once you've got your plot and it's in that nice little happy home neighborhood that you want, get ready to build. Like I said before, materials don't really matter. I've personally got a lot of pallets over here, so I guess I'm going to be using pallets. Now, this is super random, but you guys are going to need to make a waypoint. So if you press T, go to waypoints, write your name, choose your color, and press create waypoint. You're gonna have a nice marker showing where you're at. I know I was talking about building, but this is just something really important that you're gonna need. If you die, you're not gonna be able to come back to this awesome base, and I think a lot of you guys do want to come back. Alright, back to the building portion. If you find a cafeteria like this, you're gonna want to start building around this main wall. This is pretty much where all the food is, and if you build around it, you're going to have all of this food spawning inside of your base. So you can clear out all these chairs and stuff. It doesn't really matter. You can't really move the tables, which kind of sucks, but I mean, I guess you can have a cafeteria inside of your base. Now, I like to go over here at the front and start off with this wall. Now, you can get more pallets. I can duplicate them because I'm in a private server, but you guys can go search and just start building your first wall. Now, I'm going to run around and show you guys what kind of wall you want to make, but the perimeter that you want to establish is basically going from here all the way over here, covering this area in whatever way you want, going over here, maybe moving these trash cans, and then kind of circling around. Maybe you want to like cut in over here to get that water and Ditos, or you can basically use the pallets to kind of line them up like that, or you can just make a little less right before the Ditos, cut it over through here, and boom, you've got it ready. So yeah, cue up the speed montage. Alright, that may have took a while, but I finally covered everything in pallets, and honestly, everything looks pretty neat and clean. Like, I genuinely like how it came out. Now, let's actually turn it to night, and let me just show you guys that the base does get pretty dark. The only light you'll have is from the cafeteria lights, so you might want to get some lamps. So let me just show you guys the base from the outside. I, of course, will be showing you guys how to make an entrance, because as you can see, I kind of don't have one. Going around, it legit looks like this huge fort, and I pretty much love it. I've always loved pallet bases. They've just been this OG and clean thing for me. And if you guys are using the same exact building strategy in cafeterias that I am, it really doesn't matter where your entrance is. Let me just tell you guys that from the outside, this base isn't photogenic, but it's not supposed to be aesthetic, it's supposed to be the best ground base that can help you survive. Now, enough yapping about that, let's actually make the entrance. Now, I'm going to make my entrance over here, and as you guys know, there are a few different ways to make your entrances. Now, first, I start off with this hallway looking thing. I know it looks kind of weird, but what you want to do is first protect yourself against taller employees. Now, a lot of you guys are going to say, but Raid, oh no, that's not how it works, you know, there are midget employees, there's the Among Us employee, Ben, it's literally half an employee, it's going to run in here and kill me. Now listen up, buckaroos, that's not the only door I'm going to be showing you guys how to make. You want to get some more pallets, and you want to make an extra layer of security. Now, the second layer of security I've provided here is this slide door. It's a lot more helpful. Most employees can't get through it, and you can quickly slip in and out. Now, it does look clunkier, but you can legit just go boom, and then boom, and you're inside of your base. But my friends, we are not done. So, you guys know how I was talking about lights, so let's light this place up. Alright, now as you guys can see in the dark, these industrial work lights I placed have more of like this work vibe, where it's like a fort. It's not super deluxe, you can always add whatever kinds of lights you want, it really doesn't matter, you know, as long as you're not walking blind in the dark. Before you go on your sweet way with decorating, you're going to need a few bathtubs. Now basically, if you put a bunch of food in your bathtub, it's not going to despawn. It's a nice way to hold lots of food, and it, you know, it doesn't really look the best, but still, once again, we're not talking about furnishing the base like crazy. If you want to make a deluxe base, you can go and make one. You can have a second floor, make it look a lot nicer. You know, you're just set for life. You've got food for days. If you're playing for a few hours, you will fill those bathtubs up. And always remember, there are tons of Ditos and tons of water and maybe pizzas if you spawn in the right place around you. But by the way, since it's the end of the video, you guys know it's a raid tradition. Y'all already know what we gotta do with this base.